Hello and welcome to Animal Crossing New Horizons. What we're going to be doing in today's episode is something that's pretty exciting. So yesterday, one of our older villagers, Cyrano, just moved out after staying here for about a month. So what we're going to be doing is going villager hunting. We went out and redeemed 5 Nook Miles tickets, which means that we can fly to 5 Nook Miles islands. So now that one of our villagers moved out, that means that every time we visit a Nook Miles island, a random villager will be there, and we can convince them to move back to our village. So what we're going to be doing in today's episode is just visiting 5 random islands, getting a sense of the villagers that are there, and seeing if we can't find a new resident for our island. So we're going to make our way down to... Oh, hey Zucker, what's going on? We're going to make our way down to Dodo Airlines, and redeem our tickets and fly to an island. It's busy at work over there. Hate to interrupt, but time is of the essence. We need a new villager. Hey. Welcome to your one and only gateway to the skies, the Novus Airport. How can I help you out today? I'm gonna fly. Roger. By the way, it looks like you've got a Nook Miles ticket on you. So just to get the paperwork all official, where did you want to go? We want to use Nook Miles ticket. So you want to use your Nook Miles ticket? Roger. I'm ready to set you in the sky right this minute, but let's just check. You all packed? Tools all ready? Yep. Time for takeoff. Alright, let's get you airborne. Alright, so this is pretty exciting. We're going to our very first island for the day, and we'll see, maybe we get lucky. Because a few weeks ago I was doing villager hunting as well, or it might have been over a month ago. And I had about 30 Nook Miles tickets total. And when I got to 29, I was just like, I don't have it in me anymore to go to another island because I didn't really like any of the villagers. So on my very last ticket, I was like, I know I'm probably not going to get rolled, which was the villager I was looking for. So I'm just going to go to this island. If I don't like this villager, then I'm done. I'll just call it a day. And on the very last one, I got rolled. And he's been one of my favorite villagers ever since. So it's very exciting. It's a very interesting experience because you have absolutely no idea how it's going to turn out since it's completely randomized. So here's our first island. A shame we didn't bring an umbrella, but let's see which villager is waiting for us. What I like to do is close my eyes and... Okay. Alright, I'm squinting right now, so I can't really see who the villager is, and now we'll open our eyes. Oh, hello. Carlos. Well, hello there. Bet you didn't expect to meet someone like me in a place like this. The name's Carlos. I'm a sheep about town, or in this case, about islands. And you must be Minjay from Novus, right? That is us. We should probably stick together, don't you think? I'm sorry, Carlos. I don't think we should be sticking together. I do kind of like the sheep in the game, but I don't think Carlos is one of my favorites. So we're just going to go visit our next island and see which villager we get then. Alright, here we are at our second island, and let's see which villager we get now. We're going to do the same old tradition of squinting, just so we can see where we're going, but not opening our eyes big enough so we can actually see the villager, because that would be a bit of a spoiler. There's the fireplace, so alright, let's open our eyes. Oh my god, it's Salil. That's crazy. She was in my island in New Leaf. I don't believe we've met. Oh, trust me, we've met, Salil. I'm Salil, and you are? What a lovely name you have there, Minjay. It's a pleasure to meet you. Well, if you're ever looking for a friendly face during your island vacation, you know where to find me. Oh, geez, this is a really big decision. I don't know what to do. I do like Salil. But I was kind of looking for a bird. Spending time on an island like this is so relaxing. I feel like a movie star off on an exotic vacation. Ah yes, I could easily spend the rest of my days basking in this sort of life, Tarnation. Alright, we're just going to say if only for now, because we can always reverse our decision later, as long as we don't leave the island. And I'm glad you understand me. I suppose one must have dreams. I suppose I just have to enjoy the time I have here, and then bask in the memories I take home with me. This is really hard. Because personally, if it wasn't for the nostalgia factor, I'm not sure if I would want Salil. This is a really tough decision because we could get a better villager, or quote unquote better villager, in the next 3 islands. You know, just out of the sake of curiosity, we're gonna have to look at the next islands and see which villagers we get, because the chance is now diminished now that we already met her, but it is possible to meet the same villager twice. So just because we see Salil now and we said no to her doesn't mean that we can't see her again in the future. Alright, so here we are on our 3rd island. Hopefully we'll get an even cooler villager. It was a really hard decision to turn Salil away because she was my neighbor in New Leaf. But also we can see a message bottle at the corner of our eyes there, so we're definitely going to snag that. But for now, we're going to squint so we don't see the villager. It looks like the same setup as the first island, and let's see who this is. Oh my god, it's a bird. Piper. Wow, I didn't expect to see anybody on this island. Nice to meet you. I'm Piper. You're from Novus? I've totes heard of somebody, Trey Cool, who's from there. Maybe you know them. Their name is Minjay. That's you? Wow, a pair of celebrities on one island. Well, I'm a celeb in training, but it's still fab. This is tough. Piper seems to be a very cute villager, but we already have one of her personalities. At least one. We have 2 actually. We have not Salil. Sorry, Salil's still on my mind. We have Marina and we have Sprinkle. And I'm personally a fan of all the different personalities in the game, and I want to have at least one of all of them. So I don't think we'll be taking Piper. So we'll just move on to the final 2 islands and see what villagers await us there. Alright, so here we are at our 4th island. It's really nerve-wracking, excuse me, because we only have this island and one more island before we call it quits in terms of the villager hunt. So we'll see which villager waits us on island number 4. That's apples, which is a non-native fruit. Alright, so we're gonna squint. I don't see where I think I saw a fire. There it is. Alright, and is that a monkey? Oh, god. Great to meet you. How are you? I'm Tammy. Welcome to my hype-tastic island getaway. Okay, it's not my island, but it will be. I want to be a pop star in all pop stars' own islands. Cyrano J from Novus. Fab. I love meeting new folks, aka new fans. So again, we're gonna have to turn Tammy down for similar reasons we turned Piper down. We already have the that personality. I think it's a cute personality, but I'm not exactly sure. So yeah, we're gonna have to say no to Tammy. So this means everything rests on the final island. Here we are, the 5th and final island. So everything rests on this. If we don't meet a villager we like here, then a villager will be randomly assigned to us, and they'll move in a day or 2. So this is the last opportunity we have to have agency and choice over who comes to our island, because if we don't like the villager here, we have to let the game randomly assign us a villager. Alright, so squints, pole vault, and let's... Oh, hello. Oh. Flip. Wilderness training is just the best, isn't it? I'm Flip. What's your name? Minjay, huh? Great to meet you, Minjay. You're not from Novus, are you? You are. I didn't know it was real. I heard the best abs on the planet come from their re-rack. Alright, we're gonna have to turn him away because we already have a jock villager. I think we might have 2, but we definitely have at least 1. We have Rolled, and no one can beat Rolled as the best jock villager. But I also don't want the game to randomly assign us a villager. So what we're gonna do is use the very last of my Nook Miles points, change those into tickets, and I think we can manage to get 2 more tickets before we're out of points. So we're gonna do that and get 2 more islands. Yeah, so we're gonna fly back to Novus, exchange our points for tickets, and then get 2 more visits under our belt. I do apologize for saying that we do 5, but looks like we're gonna be doing at least 7. But you know, desperate times call for desperate measures. So we're gonna run into resident services. It's a real shame because you can change Nook Miles tickets to bells, but you can't convert bells to Nook Miles tickets. In other words, you can't buy Nook Miles tickets, which is a real shame, because we have a lot of bells, which would have translated to having a lot of tickets. But I suppose it is, you know, a fine ideal to have them separated. Yeah, because we have a lot of bells, so we could buy, if the game allowed us to buy Nook Miles tickets, we could easily buy a bunch of them. But we don't have a lot of Nook Miles points, which is our only way of getting Nook Miles tickets. Let's see. We can only get 2. So we're going to do that. Redeem 2,000. Yes, redeem. And Isabel is just watering her plants back there. Alright. And let's redeem one more, which should be the last one that we can afford. Yep. You know, I think we can easily... Oh, take it easy, Isabel. You can't overwater your plants. So, all we need is 700 more Nook Miles points to be able to afford another ticket. I really... Let's see how easy the objectives are today. Because your objectives are your way of getting Nook Miles points. We need 700. So we could sell... That'll be 400. And talk for 400. Alright, so we're going to do that. Or I'm going to do that off screen so we can afford another Nook Miles ticket. Okay, so we did some daily tasks, got some extra Nook Miles points, and we now have 3 extra Nook Miles tickets. So this is going to be our 6th island, 6 of 8. And I'm going to hold myself to that. We're not going to do more than 8. So here we go. We're going to squint so we don't see the villager and don't spoil it for ourselves. And then we'll launch. Where is... don't see... Oh, there it is. Whoa, it's a horse. Oh my god. Victoria. Hi, I'm glad to meet you. I'm Victoria. Are you visiting from another island too? Novice. Wow, that's a big trip just to come hang out with me on this neat little island. Lindsay, let's get to know each other while I'm here, Sugar Cube. I don't know what it is, and me keep getting the personalities of Sprinkle and Marina. So like the ones who always want to talk about being pop stars and say cute a lot and fab. So I don't think I'll be taking her. So we'll head over to the 7th island and see what's going on there. Hopefully there's... I'm not really sure what kind of villager I have in mind. I would absolutely love to have Apollo. He's a bird. A grumpy bird. Because we don't have a grumpy personality now that Cyrano moved out. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get a bird like Apollo, because I've wanted him ever since New Leaf. I had him in my very first New Leaf island, but then when I reset my New Leaf game, I didn't have him on my 2nd island. So yeah, if we could get someone like Apollo, or someone like Lucky, because he was also on my New Leaf island, and I have a lot of nostalgia with Lucky. Also, Shep would be cool, because I don't have a lot of dog villagers, so either Shep or Lucky would be nice. But, you know, I don't think it's crazy important to have a target when you're doing villager hunting, because, yeah, sure, like, we might have, like, some villager in mind that we would like, but it might, like, tarnish your experience a little bit. Like, you're just gonna set up yourself for disappointment if you're only looking for one out of, like, the hundreds of villagers that are out there. And you likely don't have hundreds of Nook Miles tickets, so it's unlikely that you'll get the very specific villager that you're looking for. So it's just good to keep an open mind. Alright, here we go. Island number 7. Thanks for dropping Soft Wilbur. Now let's see who's hanging over here. There's the phone. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, it's a bear. Alright, let's say hey. Tudu. Wow, I didn't expect to see anybody on this island. Nice to meet you, I'm Tudu. You're from Novus. I've totes heard of somebody. Trey, cool. So, we're getting almost the exact same dialogue as one of the previous villagers. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass. If these are some of your favorite villagers, I apologize. they're just not doing anything for me in particular. So we're down to our 8th and final Nook Miles ticket. So lots resting on here. I mean, honestly, it's not the end of the world if you let the game randomly assign to you a villager. But this is, again, your last opportunity to actually be able to choose which villager moves into your village. And you know, that's a luxury that I personally don't like giving up. But we'll see, based on the 8th island, if we'll be giving up that ability and let the game randomly give us a villager. Yep, we're going to use our last Nook Miles ticket. And we're all packed. Time for takeoff. Let's go. A grumpy personality would be good. There's a lot of people who fit that. I think we could use some more male villagers on the island because we have a lot of female villagers. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but it's nice to have a bunch of different personalities. Alright, so, fingers crossed. Let's see. Alright, looks like this one, we need the ladder. Alright, go back to Squintin. Climb up here, and we're gonna have to climb up one more. Alright, where's the villager? Oh my god. This is Deirdre. Oh jeez. Deirdre was one of my first 2 villagers until they moved out. And when they moved out, I wasn't particularly disappointed. Yeah, so at the start of New Horizons, you start out with 2 villagers. For me, it was Deirdre, and I actually don't remember the other one. Okay. So I think we're gonna have to let the game randomly assign us a villager. But you know, this was a pretty fun experience. We had 8 Nook Miles tickets, and really 8 possibilities for a new villager. But now we're just gonna let the game randomly assign us a villager based on, you know, whatever algorithm the game is using. And if you want to see which villager we end up getting, then I recommend you keep an eye out for my island tour, which is coming up in... I plan on recording it in a few days. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can see when that video comes out and see which villager the game assigns us to. So until then, thanks for watching.